Our project on Kynarinka is due tomorrow afternoon. We should probably work on it.
Nah, but we have the whole morning to work on. Hey guys, welcome back to Pooh News. Today, we want to talk to you about an endangered species known as the Kynarinka.
The Kynarinka is a group of free-living species that live across the globe in benthic marine habitats. They move by withdrawing its head to burrow into the mud and sand.
So this is what the Kynarinka look like. There is not a lot of research yet on Kynarinka. Their lifespan is unknown and likely develop as protozoans. Kynarinka have unique characteristics such as its retractable introvert-bearing rings or cuticular spines. They also have a limbless trunk with distinct segmentation for nervous, muscular, and epidermal organ systems. Kynarinka do not produce larvae and are unable to migrate. Kynarinka have separate sexes and reproduce by having a male place a bag of sperm in a female, where it will join with the egg. They are less than 1 millimeter long and consist of a head, a neck, and a trunk. Kynarinka have the traits of being bilaterally symmetrical and are verniform, which is another way of saying worm-shaped. They are pseudocoelemates and have 2 cell tissue layers. For their nervous system, they have an anterior nerve ring and double nerve core. Their standout traits that really set Kynarinka apart from other taxons are their mouth cone, visible segmentation on their trunk that is located both on the anterior and exterior, and 7 dilators of the hindgut. Aside from these features, there is still variation within the Kynarinka taxon, as there are 2 orders with 21 genera, and not to mention 338 accepted species names within the taxon. A couple of individual species are the Echinoderus duhardini and the Echinoderus rex. They both have subtle individual differences, but still follow the criteria of the Kynarinka taxon.
Kynarinka is divided into 2 orders, Cyclohygrida and Hemlarhygrida, with over 200 species between them.
Kynarinka being endangered to humans is potentially bad because they're a crucial part of the food chain. Kynarinka are valuable to humans because them dying could eliminate possible food sources for humans.
Kynarinka also eat diatoms, bacteria, and most importantly, waste material, which could be possible solutions to our waste problem.
Kynarinka have 6 juvenile stages, where each stage their trunk segment increases along with various spikes on specific segments.
Welcome back to the Science Channel. Today we have a special guest, Kynarinka expert, and a fern enthusiast, Dr. Willette talking.
Greetings, fellows. I love ferns, but today we're going to be looking at different phylogenetic trees. Come look over here. This here is a 16S phylogenetic tree. It shows the relationship between the Kynarinka and sandwich species that branched off of a common ancestor. The first ancestor to branch off was Porifera. According to the 16S phylogenetic tree, Kynarinka's most recent common ancestor are Arthropoda and Echinodermata. So this here is the Datametrics phylogenetic tree. This was created by comparing traits such as symmetry, organ systems, and tissues to determine how organisms are related. The Datametrics tree shows that Kynarinka's most common ancestor are Cnidaria, which slightly differs from the 16S phylogenetic tree, which said that the Arthropoda and Echinoderms were the most recent common ancestor. Lastly, this is a published phylogenetic tree. Out of the organisms that we use in the 16S phylogenetic tree in Datametrics, the published phylogenetic tree also says that Kynarinka's most recent ancestor were the arthropods. This means that the published phylogenetic tree would agree with the Datametrics phylogenetic tree. There are a few reasons why trees published from our observations would differ from those published in lab books. The most obvious reason is that we did not consider all of the traits that the Kynarinka and the other organisms shared. There are many traits that we did not consider that could have changed our phylogenetic tree. We also don't know if some of the traits evolved independently from one another, rather than being derived from each other. Lastly, published phylogenetic trees will be more accurate as they have more access to information and can look up more accurate forms of measurements, such as studying organisms' DNA.
that's all, folks.